All right, hello everybody. Let me put some music. Yeah. Okay. Um. So yeah, I was gonna stream, but then I realized I don't have that much time. I still wanted to play, so I'm gonna play 1510. Hope we win. Hope we win. Saturday night. Had a pretty chill day. Did a bunch of personal programming. Just working on my side projects. Um, didn't go so well. Hit a couple of walls. Okay, so we have a game. Let's see how this goes. So he can transpose into a typical stuff here. So I'll just play e6. Okay, he's playing it a little bit different. I think there's nothing wrong with playing d5 right now. The idea of playing bishop here is only useful when white has played d3, because the idea then is to exchange this bishop for this knight, and hopefully, bury a little bit. So it's just a changing order. Now this is tempting to play bishop b4, but then comes queen a4. Knight c6 is forced. Pawn takes, and actually I could take with the knight. It gets a bit of pressure here on this diagonal now that they have revealed their intentions to play like this. So naturally, I'm wondering how to continue. Tempted to play d takes c4, but that gives a big center. I think it's too late to stop it though. I think it is too late to stop that. This is a little late now. Or maybe it's just fine. I'm not sure what I will do with this bishop though. Not sure what I will do with this bishop. Because this is sort of just like mixing up the order a little bit in the opening. Normal order being d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, then bishop here, and if he played something like this, that would be the difference in the order. But the way that this is panning out, I'm not entirely sure how to play it. I'm tempted to play b6, just sort of trying to maintain the tension in the center. I can't really see this happening, so gotta be a little bit careful. In many cases, c6 feels more solid for me. Just c6 feels solid, but this bishop doesn't seem great. I don't need to panic though. I can just keep on developing. Very normal. I think I will just keep on developing. Very shy, very passive. Clearly out of my opening preparation. Now h6 is an overkill. This is still fine. It would be a little crazy to take with the knight, because then e4 comes along, and that's a big center. So yeah, white is going for some pressure, maybe around here. Of course, now I cannot develop as I would like to. On the other hand, I could play like this, and they are forced to take with the queen. Tempted to play something along these lines. I guess I don't need to, but here takes. There is a lot of pressure here. Pawn takes, and I am actually losing a pawn if I don't play c6 right now or capture. So I think I will do that. Still not sure how I will get development for this bishop. Can't really see it. It's not so clear. Opponent playing really fast, of course. I guess the idea will be to break with this pawn push. I think that would be the way to free this guy. Because right now this is almost forced. Yeah, I misplayed the opening for sure. The order of moves confused me. Starting with c4 and then g3. That actually worked. So now the focus will be something like this. Try to push. This will be more complicated because this is the natural development square for the knight. So maybe instead of that I should go for this before he plays c5. Spend this extra tempo. And hopefully that would be okay. Which I can do this now because this guy is protected by another pawn. So that is okay. Exchanging queens doesn't seem that great. Although his queen is more active than mine. In hindsight, maybe bishop d6 was just better since I will have to play it again. And focusing on e5. Yeah, so he does the right thing. Kinda have to do this if I want to ever break e5. Pre-move the capture, but this is not looking great. Actually, I think I have a semi-development idea. I'm thinking now d takes c4, queen takes c4, b5, tempo on the queen. This guy is still protected by the knight. Then queen moves, I'm expecting something around here. And then I can play bishop b7, so that would be an idea. The only... Okay, that's interesting. I'm actually happy to see that, because the knight here will not do much. That knight on f4, that's not the square for that knight. Okay, let's bring some more pressure on the e5 square. That's all I really want. e5. Also, he goes for this. Now this is really interesting. So I have this move. I think he's hanging d4. Still, the problem remains developing my pieces. This might be an intentional sacrifice. This could be an intentional sacrifice just for activity's sake. We'll see. The thing is that I think I'm getting e5 at the end of this line. I think I'm getting e5, and that is always good. I don't believe this works because after I take, I can push, and because the king is not well guarded, well, I get my bishop out of the way, get my bishop developed. So yeah, kind of weird. This is the effect of not developing the knight to the natural square f3. If from f3 he would be protecting d4. So there's that. I guess he could castle long now. I guess he could castle long. Because this guy will hang anyways. I cannot protect this pawn enough. Nor should I try to protect it enough. Yeah, this is... But then I think this will be just fine. If he castles long, queen c7 with this idea. And after exchanging, I mean, I'm in the line of the king, so... He will... The center will open for sure. But that means development for me, and my bishop has easy access after I manage to push e5. Which is not long from being a reality. Okay, surprised to see that. Now, do I want to take here first? Because when he takes, I have a tempo. I guess that is the more forcing move. I mean, if I take here, he must take on f6 with check. And then it's my choice to take with the pawn or the queen. I think I would take with the queen to keep the pawn structure a little bit nicer since I will be pushing. Yeah, I think this is correct. Because it's also more forcing. I will end up with the queen in the center. So it's true that he will have to castle short. But I have this tempi that I needed. And then I'm fine, then I'm okay. I know the queen is being a little annoying, hindering my development, but I have to play e5 anyways. At one point or another, I have to play e5. So now I am a pawn up, just because of... Oh, really? But now this is even... Okay, yeah, he's threatening this. So in a way, he is also forcing me to take. This is very interesting though. Take here, here. The threat it would be to take with check. So he would probably eventually finally castle short. And then do I have any tricks? I think I don't have any tricks. Because I really don't want to... Let me just close this over. Okay, yeah, I really don't want to play g6 because of everything is hanging there. Like, the knight, maybe that's the idea, to provoke g6. But no, I think I can just take now that I am actually a pawn up. Probably take with the knight to stop e5. Oh no. Okay, now that's really, really interesting because I can push and push and push. He really should have taken with the knight. Because now I'm going to be annoying. And I get to develop my pieces nicely now. Okay. So I can push one more time. I know I'm just being really annoying, but this is space that I'm gaining. And the thing is that now after this, I can actually play this with tempo, so they cannot castle. They cannot castle so easily. Even after knight here, I could just develop, for example. And this is Okay, well, yeah, this is under attack, but um, I guess that could be an exchange. Okay, this is tempting to play. Bishop f3 is tempting to play, but after castle, which is a legal move. Oh no, they can't castle because my knight is there. Yeah, this is actually really strong now. Because I was fearing knight here, but I can still be annoying and play c5, so they wouldn't have that move to kick my bishop from this beautiful, beautiful square. They would eventually have to exchange it, and I'm fine with that exchange, I think. Now this pawn is a bit weak, but it's okay, I think. Also, I still have this idea of pushing, just wrecking open. Yeah, they cannot castle. That's really, really nice. They cannot castle. And I guess they will not castle now, for sure. I mean, this is still not a move. And granted, they will go for this. Oh, it would be really nice if I had my knight here. It would be really, really nice, but I don't think I'm in time. Or am I? Because after knight a6, the thing is, I don't want to play knight d7 because then they can castle. And the rook would end up here, so if I take, they actually take my knight, and this pawn is under attack, and that's activity that they don't deserve. But if I play knight a6, they play knight c3, then I can play knight c5. I'm protecting the pawn one more time, and the idea is that, I mean, after they move the knight, they cannot castle, because, I mean, my bishop is there. But I can still try to play knight d3, forcing the exchange. My pawn would be even better placed, and this rook is just out of play. I don't understand what this rook is going to do with his life. So I think this is a strong move right now. Oh, shoot. I kind of forgot about this move. That is a very annoying move. Gee, what options do we have? What options do we have? Because I really want to make their life as complicated as possible. I can push here, which stops this move. And then I can develop like that. Yeah, I think that's best. I think that's best. And if bishop a4, I actually don't mind playing knight c6, because in that exchange, I think I'm okay. Yeah, it would be isolated double pawns, but I have activity on the open file then. Yeah, I think this would be okay. Let's go for this. This opens up this square though, but I think this is fine. I also don't need to allow this exchange. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense to me. Now I can continue with the normal development. I could even go here, just... Oh, but they can play a3. Yeah, because I was thinking of playing here and just the same sort of idea, but... Because I don't like to be pinned. I mean, I like to pin, I like to have the freedom to do whatever the hell I want. But that pin kind of limits my options. I guess they want to go here, but I don't see the benefit of that. Because if I am allowed to play this, then that's trouble. I mean, I would even consider spending one tempo on rook e7. Rook e7 looks better to protect this. It's a double purpose move, just so if I'm allowed to capture on b2, rook b1, they wouldn't be. Ah, okay, so that was the idea. Well, I do have this. And the thing is, they can't afford to take here because that's a fork. So that's just I mean, it's a happy coincidence. It's a happy coincidence. I didn't plan it, but hey, I'll take it. And like I said, if bishop here, I can just sidestep it, and everything's fine. I could even consider playing something like this, a bit slower, but it should work. I really don't understand why they played this. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah, any funky implications of playing this? I don't think so. In some lines, I could even, take with a pawn, because then this guy cannot move. That would be really, really, really funny. If he takes here now, well, I can still take with the knight, but strongly considering this pawn takes, and this is not a move because I can take, and the pawn is pinned, so they would pretty much have to go back all the way. Rook d8 is a very basic move. It's completely transparent what I'm going to do. So I guess to sidestep it, they would decide to go here or here, which allows to exchange the knight. Because that knight is, I mean, these two pieces are just so clumsy right now. But I guess the idea is that eventually they would get rid of that. So let's try to plan a little bit farther ahead. Let's try to look at this from a different point of view. Here, they will not take. So a6, king c3, push. They still cannot take because when I take with the knight, there's a tempo on the rook. So they still cannot take. So after b5, they have to go, let's say here. Let's say c2. And I mean, I don't know. This is fine. I could actually push one more time. I could push one more time, and then the king is stuck here. Then I could just push for that. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that. Because the king is trying to run to the queen side, and I'm just going to open up the queen side right away. Create activity on that side, since, they're playing basically without a piece, and one is tied down, so it's not easy for them to do anything. Oh, now that's mighty interesting. But I still think it doesn't work. It's a shame that I don't have this move. It's a shame. But this knight is beautiful here. I could still take with tempo. I could take with a check. And I guess this would be a move. But let's push here. Because still, when they take with the knight, I can take with the knight, and there's a tempo here. So as long as I am attacking a piece, they cannot take on f3, no matter how frustrated they are. And funny thing is, here I can actually take on c4. And yeah, okay, they can go back. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's, it's a little bit great. Okay, so now How do we do this? Of course, I think I have to take. I have to take, and then they will probably push here. Taking here doesn't really work because I cannot defend this pawn. So I think after take and rook takes, I will just push. And I mean, I am up a pawn, so even though it's not the best pawn in the planet, it's still pretty good. And this knight is beautiful, although easy to kick him out, and that's a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. Let's see. Is it time to bring the rook over? Because then I am threatening to take and just a discover check after that. Or here, actually, that would be even better. And this is still not a problem for me. Now here, let's see, bishop takes, pawn takes, and this guy is just, it can never move. I mean, after king f4, however, it's a bit, it's less than great. Well, is it though? Yeah, now I really want to play this. Now I really wish I could play that. Okay. If I take here first rook and then king, I am still threatening this. Okay, I mean, that would hinder still their development. So, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take because I have to be practical with my time. I only have 2.5 minutes. There is a 10-second increment, and that is usually okay, but I have to be practical about things. This is still a nice move, g5. I wish I had time to play that. I guess now they can start bringing their pieces to life. Pre-moving this, although it doesn't seem like the best move in the planet. Yeah, because the thing is that g5 stops king f4. That's the game. That's the idea. Just leaving the king without many moves. I wish he would play knight e2. That would be great, because then I have this check. And then I just take the rook. That would be nice. That would be nice. Then even if king here, I could still push g5, because if king takes, then I have a check. And then I take the rook. So my pieces are very well coordinated, and so I'm happy with my position. It's clear that they played really fast, but I still need to be practical with my time. And okay, so they sidestepped that, clearly going for this weak pawn. So let's just take care of that. We can try to create more weaknesses. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe I should have spent a little bit more time, but I don't have that time. If I go for this, I will actually play here. Even though it allows that. Then I have this check. And then... yeah. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that. Shoot. He heard me about g5. He heard me. I'm sure he did. Okay, let's try to get that anyways. Yeah. Nah, it's still fine. It's still fine. They still have some issues to resolve. Okay. Now I actually can defend this pawn with another pawn, which means that my rook is free. Now I can pursue that activity on the... check. It's close to mate, but it isn't. So he will land on this square though. That is undesirable. So we can get off our high horses. Wait, here, here, check, check, here. Because if they go here, yeah, I guess I have to play this, but this is annoying for their knight. I think I can maybe take here in some lines. Yeah, because they still have problems coordinating. I also can take this pawn. I mean, again, it's not the best pawn in the world. I wish I had played g5. I wish I had played g5. Really wish I had played g5. The king is stuck in the center. The king is not a happy center guy now. This, I'm going check. Just trying to kill their counterplay. Now they have to make some decisions. They have to make some decisions. They go here, I can actually take, and I'm threatening checkmate. So yeah, this is a move. I can just take here now. If I go back, it's a bit of a shame, because I really don't want them to have any activity at all. It's just double then. I mean, no harm, no foul, right? I'm thinking this maybe? The thing is, there's no checkmate now. This takes... Yeah, I guess this is okay. They're getting this though, and that's annoying. Maybe there was a way where I could have stopped that. They got some activity in the end. I guess if they actually block, I can just go for the other pawn. Yeah, but from here, what's the dealio? They're running really short on squares. So for example, here I'm not threatening checkmate, but almost. Maybe this check, and then this. No, I mean there's the rook here, so there's no check really to be concerned about. How can they stop me taking there? I think they can't. Let me get this out of the way first, because then I have a pass pawn. I like the way I played this. Oh, they're trying to threaten this. Yeah, that would be a shame if I allowed that. So let's not. Right? Yeah, let's not allow that move. They were trying to be sneaky about it. They were trying to be sneaky. Okay, good. So now he does get... No, he doesn't even get the fork because I have a check. And in any case, that would be a simplification. So I'm still winning. I'm up 2 pawns and I can close the semi-open file if I need to. In that case, I want my king here actually, so I can maybe try to push. I could even think of sacrificing here if I get to push with checkmate, for example, if my rook is here. Because this king is stuck in the middle. He is not a happy camper. Ready to give this check if needed. For example, here. And then... yeah, it's maybe not the greatest thing in the world because they're getting in here. So let's give the check first. And now let's just take. And let's protect this little pawn and close any activity. They can still try to squeeze in something here. But I don't think that would be enough. Now this can be a runner. Yeah, that was easy to foresee. Let's just go back. They would probably try to go here, but that only helps me. Yeah, they're trying to waste time. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, playing fast in this position is just not good. I mean, it won't help them. This is also a threat. If this knight moves, I could be threatening checkmate here. Oh, but that's not good. I can just close it. I don't want to give them any activity. Yep, no activity for them. And then I could even maybe think of going here. Now this and this idea, that would also be checkmate. So that king is on precarious waters. The only problem is that king f6 faces this check, and that's just annoying. I guess I could take here then. I could take g6 after that. So check, and then here. A few more checks, but I think I'm just getting another pawn, if that's the case. I mean, he has to push h5, and then I will just come here and see if they actually blunder that. They have to check. They have to check. And the idea of checking is actually they don't have to check. They have to keep the knight here. That's the thing they have to do. Okay, let's go here first. Yeah, let's go here first. So this knight cannot move. There's a checkmate threat now. Oh wait, this is also checkmate threat. No. Yeah, this is also checkmate threat. Nice. So many checkmate threats. I almost missed knight d2 being a checkmate threat. Almost missed it. Because then that also means that I can just push this pawn and the rook, because the rook eventually has to protect. The rook is the only one that can protect e2. So yeah, they are either losing a bunch of material or getting checkmated soon. Because I don't think they have any time to stop both things. I mean, the rook had to be on b2 Rook had to be on b2 to stop this pawn from promoting. My next move will be b3, and this almost worked. Almost worked, because when they take, they actually protect this square. Oh, so sad, so sad. But I guess they know they are in trouble, because I can also go for this and just, you know, very calmly push and then push here. Just taking it really easy, just taking it really, really slow. But this position is so bad, so bad. Could even just go for this other pawn. The thing is that allows activity, and I don't want to allow any activity. That is my motto. Okay, so now that they protected this square, if I push, they have to go back. They have to go back, that's the thing. Okay. Yeah, I think they know they are in trouble. This faces this check is absolutely necessary. And then I just have to go back, and then they can take with another check and be annoying about it. And I don't want them to be annoying. I guess they will try to push here. Takes, push. King here. Oh, that actually works. They will not be on time. Okay. If rook here, I can take with the king, push one more time. I push one time because the knight is protecting c2, and the pawn would protect its own c1. So I think they would only have to do that, and I would. Okay, girlfriend is on the way here. A bit annoying if he goes for this. Oh no, they can't move the rook because of checkmate. So yeah, I'm just trying to push and push. That's all I'm doing. The king here is guarding d7, so no checks. Trying to go for this pawn. Just stopping any activity. The knight cannot move. This knight is totally trapped. The king is also out of squares. This, I think, is the definition of Suxuan. Oh, this works. Yep. We'll take with the pawn so they cannot play king e3. Although even if they take, I am too fast. I think I am too fast. This push here. Yeah, they can't reach it. And I just have a bunch of pass pawns. So I mean, everything wins. I guess allowing this is unnecessary, so I will just take here, stop this king from getting there. And this guy will just promote. So all of these squares are covered. They have no way to stop my pawn. Good! So this was a well-played game, I think. That knight still... I can't see a way for the knight to stop it. This goes away too fast. I mean, they can check a little bit, but they have no activity. They should just resign. If this was me on the other side, I would just resign for sure. Because even if they try to... Okay, so they're going to run. Okay. I guess they don't believe in resigning. They push, I can just check and take. And then this guy spins. Although, is there checkmate? Trying to find here. Only move. Let's keep it simple. Actually, I don't need to take. Because of course the king has to move and I am already protecting the c8 square, so I can just take the knight. Alright, GG! They resigned. Sorry, I don't have time to play another one. I got 3 points, cool. But let me just talk to my opponent. GG. I made 4 mistakes, 0 blunders, and 0 missed wins. Okay, so I will check this game. Let's see, where could my mistakes have been? I was never in trouble. Going quickly about it. Yeah, okay, in the opening. I made some weak moves in the opening. Maybe this is unnecessary. Yeah, knight h3 is just feels wrong. Just feels wrong. But I gotta say, for a 1400, he didn't play so bad. Yeah, they blundered a little bit in the opening, and after that, it was just, you know, a matter of technique, as they say. But anyways, I will analyze this more in detail and make another video. For now, this is enough. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon.